Howdy doody, friends. I've never said that before and I doubt I ever will again. Before we trek into this week's episode, may I remind you that the bonus 6 Feet Under episodes are where the fun is really at, yeah? If you want more of me and all our supremely wonderful guests, then head on over to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com or subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Good evening, I'm Mel Giedroyc, Celestial Secretary and occasional news reporter from the afterlife. Well, there's a lot of shit going down here and I do love a gossip. Today's headlines are Steve Jobs and Alexander Graham Bell are going head to head on who is the real king of comms. And Dale Winton's doing a supermarket minesweep on Val Kilmer's Welcome Champagne. Welcome to And here to tell us all about how people will be mourning him, it's the fantastic
Was that you?
They went big on that.
They went really big.
Because
apparently don't do it for any of the other guests.
I have to say we do, but that was a really long one.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's the most I've heard my name.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
How are you, Glenn?
I'm really well, thank you. Thank you for having me, Mel.
It's bloody marvellous to have you on.
Thanks.
You're a busy man and I appreciate you dropping by.
No. It's what a pleasure it is to die in your company.
Before you die, I've died many times, darling. I'd like to let these blooming dudes who want to sell you something take over.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Glenn, what are you plugging?
I'm plugging a tour.
Right. Tour me up,
As
Glenn.
a stand-up comic, I'm doing a show at the Edinburgh Festival. I'm on tour around the country, and it's called Please Sir, Glenn, I Have Some More. And it is just, it's my new stand-up show. That's not how I wish to plug it, but that's how it's come out.
When you do a new show, because I know you love a title.
Love a title.
Do you think about the title first and then write the show?
Yeah, that's the stress. I mean, the show is it's never anything to do with the title whatsoever, but that's got to be the thing that comes first. And the thing is, after a few years, once you've had like a run of okay titles, there is a bit of an expectation that you should have a title.
You've raised your own bar.
And I get so jealous when I see a comedian that's just able to call their show like Crumple or something like that, and you go, why can't I get to do that?
Crumple is excellent. So it's not going to have a poster with you dressed as Oliver going...
No.
With two besmirched cheeks.
Yes, no. And I actually think it's a misquote. I don't think Oliver Twist says that specifically.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
I don't think he says it like that. I think it's one of those things like, beam me up, Scotty. Like, he never says that in Star Trek.
Does he not?
No.
Glenn?
I know. It's stuff like that. I just feel...
Or maybe it's one of those things where he didn't say it in the original Dickens, but he did say it in the film. Because I feel Mark Lester did say it in the film, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, and also people know what I mean.
Yeah.
People know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah.
Please, sir, Glenn, I have some more.
Yeah.
I love a pun and I love that title. And I'm saying fricking 5 stars from the Scotsman. Right.
Like, do the Scotsman know about this?
Right. I'm gonna get it. I'm close.
Because I'm slapping it on the poster as we speak.
Yes, exactly. Does the star system still matter? Are we over that a bit?
I'd like to be like, no, it doesn't matter. But I always think if I say something about it, it sounds like I don't have any stars. Do you know what I mean? When someone's like, oh, who cares about stars? You want to go, how's your 2-star review then?
Yes.
How was that for you?
Sue and I, back in the day, were the original kind of snippers. So you take one word out of a really diabolical review along the lines of, I now can't think of one, but this so bad it was almost brilliant show, and then we just take brilliant.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone does that though, don't they?
Yeah, and I don't know if people can see through it or not. I almost feel like people can see through it if you just have a quote and no stars. People go, well, what's going on there then?
Oh, that's interesting.
And there's nothing worse when you get a publication that does really nice reviews, but they don't give stars. And you go, well, now I can't put that on a poster because it looks like a 3. It looks like a 2 or a 1. I'm looking at you, the Daily Mail.
What's worse, 3 stars or 2?
3 stars is worse.
I think 3 is worse. 3 is worse.
It's horrible because there was hope. There was hope, and you go, that was so close to being useful. Yes. That was 1 star away from being useful. Yes. And then with 2 stars, you go, that was 1 star away from making me feel fine.
Yes. 1 star, I've seen people, comedians of yore, putting the 1 star on the poster because it's like, f*** you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes it
90s.
Looks cool, but you need the 5-star reviews to back it up. I've seen people where the only star is the 1 star and you go, what are you doing? You wouldn't eat a cereal that had a 1-star review.
You're so right, Glenn. That's a rookie error,
and it's
isn't
only
it?
in comedy that happens. We don't do it with any other products.
Yeah,
there's no like the Nissan Micra isn't sort of like full of great reviews, and they go, one person gave it 1 star because the car caught fire.
Yeah, yes.
11 dead apparently.
Is that the one that veered to the left as well?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was. Listen, Glenn, I'm really sorry that you're dead.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I am.
Apology accepted.
Because I think you're great, and I'm going to miss you.
Oh.
And it's very lovely to have this chance to sort of, chat everything through.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 3 quick-fire reasons, Glenn, please, why you feel, here we are in the waiting room, that maybe you should be going up rather than down? 3 reasons, Glenn Moore. 3 reasons.
Reason number 1, I've never communed with the devil. Reason number 2, I have on occasion come close to giving to charity.
Very good.
Reason number 3, I'm just browsing. I don't even have to fully go in. If they could just let me have a look around, I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, even if they're like, you get 10 minutes and then you go down to hell, I'd be like...
So hang on, you kind of feel this is up to you to make the decision rather
No,
than...
I'm just asking, are you okay if I'm allowed to browse? I feel like that sometimes if you walked past someone's enormous mansion, you should be able to just go, if I can prove to you I'm not a criminal and have no criminal intent, can I just have a quick look around?
Do you know whose mansion I would really dearly love to browse in? Michael Flatley.
Why him?
Because he has things, apparently, like a solid gold table.
That's such like 70s, 80s wealth, isn't it?
Isn't it?
No one would do that now. There's not a priority. It's because people ran out of things. There wasn't enough technology back in the 70s and 80s. You couldn't get like an incredible landline or anything. There wasn't like an amazing TV. It was just the same as everyone else's.
Exactly.
God, what a shame to be so rich back then.
But it lasts till this day because Riverside, Riverdance is performed in so many places
and
in the
he gets
world.
money for it.
And he gets ruddy money for it. And he's made his, fair play to you, Flatley. He's made his cajillions. I think a lot of his mansion is made in gold. I might be slightly embroidering.
In my head, I'm thinking like, real Liberace sort of home. Oh. But I'm just like, just let me look. Like, can I just look around? Just let me browse.
Yeah.
And that's what with heaven, I'll just be like, can I see who's here?
Yeah.
I just want to know. Yeah, I just want to know who is in there. Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't expecting.
Yes.
They're on the A list.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan made it in. Ted Bundy, what are you doing here? And it turns out Ted Bundy was right. They're like God was like, I was wanting you all to do that.
Bundy. It's a horrid name, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like the mayor of like a cartoon bear village.
Yes. Yes.
It's too cuddly a name.
Bundy. Yes. Okay, we're going to circle back to all of that. The browsing. Do I go here? Do I go there? Mm-hmm. Am I going up, or am I going down to hell at the end of the episode?
Sure.
For now, Glenn, anything you want to get off your chest, Glenn?
I think I would have liked in my life access to terrestrial television. Glenn. In my flat, the electrician did the wiring wrong.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of TVs in the flat and they're all on one side of the flat.
Yeah.
But actually the TV cable only runs on the other side of the flat. And
so you've never had an aerial?
I've never been able to watch live television.
No,
and
Glenn.
Yeah, so I've got to like stream it from my phone and I'm just sort of like, sometimes you go, I'm an adult. I'm a grown-up. I had better access to TV when I was 5.
Yes.
And I just think that's the only thing I'd really wish in my life, where people are talking like, I can't watch like Eurovision. You can't watch the things that everyone's watching at the same time.
Royal weddings.
Fortunately, there haven't been any since I moved into my place. So we're all weddinged up, and I think George is a good few years away from his nuptials.
Okie dokes. Now, Glenn, there's going to be a lot of chat about lots of things. But first and foremost, I want to know what was going on during... What did you eat before you died?
I knew I was going to die
did you?
At the stroke of midnight.
Ah.
And so in order to get the best meal I could,
Yeah.
I went to a Italian restaurant near where I live that I don't fully trust because the portions are absolutely enormous.
Right.
They're open till midnight every single night of the week, regardless. And it's incredibly cheap. And I
Monday
don't know how
through
they're...
Sunday.
Monday through Sunday. I think it's a mafia thing. I do not trust it whatsoever.
What's it called? Is it called something like Luigi's or Giuseppe or Maria?
No. But it's got an L. It starts with an L.
Okay.
But it's wonderful, and I don't trust it. I fundamentally don't trust it.
Yes.
They never let me sit inside the restaurant. It's an enormous restaurant. It's like several rooms of just like loads and loads of tables and a wonderful atmosphere. And they have like a live like guitar player will go through, like walking through the restaurant. And it's one of those restaurants where like a photographer comes through and takes pictures of you at your table, and you can buy a photo of you. The walls are adorned with celebrities who haven't dined there.
Lovely.
But, you imagine, but it's just a picture of Mick Jagger, and you go, I don't think you're allowed to do that. But it's all amazing. But every time I go there, they go, well, you can sit in the outside bit in the front of the restaurant.
They're outsourcing you.
They're outsourcing me. I even took some friends there, and they were like, this is the least inside a restaurant I've ever been.
But hang on, do they have heaters outside?
Yeah, it's warm and it's nice. They've still got that sort of like lockdown fake plastic conservatory thing that restaurants were doing.
Of course they do.
That's where they sit me. They sit me in the lockdown. They sit me in the 2021 bit. And so
have you spoken to them about this?
I have. I've booked in advance. I've turned up on the day. I've booked under an Italian name. I've done all these things, and they will every time they go in the corner there, and I'll be the only person in that corner. Everyone else is allowed in the restaurant. There'll be empty tables in it. They won't let me sit there. This is my way of finally getting to sit inside the restaurant.
Okay.
Because I say, I know you're open till midnight.
Yeah.
And at midnight, I'm going to die. So if you want me out of the restaurant and you don't want to have to deal with a corpse, please sit me inside your restaurant. I am so determined to do this. So I'm not saying my cause of death will be the restaurant. The food is marvellous. What I'm saying is my place of death will be...
Something beginning with L.
Begins with an L.
L'inverno.
L apostrophe. That's all we're getting.
That is really extraordinary. We've got a sort of slightly money laundery vibe restaurant near us, which rather alarmingly says European restaurant outside. Doesn't go into
They
Italian
contain multitudes.
And
frog legs and borscht. Could be anything.
And it's always empty. So you kind of think, okay, there's something going on there. But if yours is full...
It's rammed.
They've got something against you, mate.
I know. So, because like you do get it a lot in London. I went to like a newsagent's next to a train station near me the other day, and I walked in, and all the cardboard sleeves were there for Walker's crisps and chocolate bars, but all of them were empty. And the panic in the shopkeeper's eyes when I walked in of like, oh no, it's a civilian. Because I was the first non-criminal that they'd had in who wasn't there specifically to sell illegal fish or whatever to whatever they're trading in. And I just sort of looked around them and I sort of gave them an understanding nod of like, I won't tell. I'll go. I won't tell. I won't tell that you weren't able to give me the bottle of water I came in here. That's okay. It's fine. Your secret's safe. Don't kill me. Your secret's safe with me.
God. Wow. So you're going Italian.
I'm going Italian.
You're going to brave the place that you feel has a little bit of some sort of, let's say beef.
Yeah, a bit of a vendetta, yeah.
Little bit of vendetta, Corleone vendetta with you. What's it going to be, mate? What's on the menu?
Well, on the menu is going to be because the people order in such a sort of profligate fashion, because the food is so cheap, that people usually order an enormous pizza as a side dish.
Wow.
That's what and that's separate to garlic. Garlic bread is a different matter altogether. alongside their main course. And I think I would eat a larger version of what I used to do when I was about 16, which I would order those deep pan Chicago town pizzas where they come in a cardboard sleeve and you get two very small ones. And I'd put one on top of the other and put them in the microwave and make a pizza house. And I'd eat the entire, and it would be an enclosed shell, a pizza clam. And I would munch my way through that.
Vongola di pizza.
Like an ice cream sandwich.
Ecco.
But I would do that with these enormous floppy 12-inch pizzas that they do. And that would be in addition to a spaghetti bolognese.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Okay, we've heard about the nosh. Let's hear about
The Neth.
I mean, you've touched on this in that you've said you want to die in the Italian restaurant where you're having the Last Supper.
Yeah.
But you did say, I think, you don't want the food to be necessarily integral to that death. So
No.
you're not going to choke on a breadstick. Or
No, I think I would probably die in transit, I think is how it would happen. For some reason, my life feels more stressful than it perhaps should be. But because I combine working in stand-up in the evenings, then working in commercial breakfast radio in the mornings, but then also writing during the day or doing other things during the day, like, for instance, podcast recordings, means I'm usually rushing between things. And
you look super healthy on it, can I just say?
Thank you.
You look bright-eyed. There is no bag. You look really good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I'm 11,
'Cause-
so does that... I'm the worst-looking 11-year-old you've ever seen. No 11-year-old should sound like this. But I find I just have a habit of choosing like the wrong form of transport to get anywhere. And I'll be like,
God.
okay.
Tell me everything.
This
Tell me everything.
gig, okay, it's only like an hour to drive there, but there might be traffic, whereas it's half an hour by train. I'll get the train. I can guarantee that'll be the train that like breaks down.
Yep.
Yeah. If I get if two of the same bus arrive at the same time, whichever bus I choose, they'll say, we're going to wait here to regulate the service. That's the one. And it's every
Or
time.
change the driver.
Yeah, I feel. Also, they only ever regulate the service to slow it down. They never go to regulate the service. We're going to go
speed it up.
90 miles an hour. We're so behind. We're going to mount the pavement. Actually, I live. The way travel works for me is like in time travel films like Back to the Future, where the past doesn't want to be changed. So Marty McFly will find like a tree will just fall on his path because it's like, no, you're not meant to change. I live my life like the past is trying not to, but like I'm trying to change the future, and everything just conspires against me to sort of happen.
Okay.
So I think what will happen is I'll be traveling somewhere and a tree will just come crashing through the roof and inexplicably kill me, and everyone will be like, he was on the tube. How did that even happen?
Oh, wow.
That will happen in an underground tunnel. I'll get killed by a falling tree.
I like the idea of dying on public transport. I'm with you. I wouldn't mind going on the Lizzie line.
The Lizzie line is glamorous, though. I think the Bakerloo line, you do sit on it sometimes and you go, yeah, I might die. Yeah. I think it might happen.
That noise, that terrible noise. Sorry,
Around Baker Street.
We're going a bit London-centric here, but you know.
No, but it's around Baker Street where it sounds like the train is in agony. It sounds like I've never heard a scream like it.
What is that?
It sounds like a decision.
Yes, and it makes you go like that. It's awful.
I think it's quite a nice. It's an unfriendly city, and it's the only time where you make eye contact with other people on the tube, where you cover your ears and you look at other people go, I hope this ends.
Yeah.
And also, it's just confirmation for the strangers around you to go, it's not just me who's hearing this sound, is it? Because if everyone just looked at you normally going, no, we can't hear a thing, you'd go, oh, is this the rest of my life now?
Yeah. Oh, God, imagine if that was your tinnitus.
Awful.
That would be hell. Actually, that would be my hell. Having the Bakerloo line tinnitus for the rest of eternity. That's my hell. That is literally my hell.
That's a pretty good hell. That's a real good, that's very Hades-esque, I think. Yeah.
Come over to the Lizzie line, Glenn, by which I mean buy a property in some way.
Live in Reading.
Come west.
Yeah.
Mate, the Lizzie line.
Live at Heathrow Terminal 2.
Yeah, it'll solve your transportation problems.
It is really glamorous. It does feel like you go, I'm in Tokyo right now.
It's amazing. It's amazing. This is really sad, and I haven't actually told anyone this before. You're the first person I've told.
Okay.
Sometimes when I'm doing a Lizzie line journey, which is most days, I'll come out at a station, let's say Farringdon, whatever it is, sorry, London-centric, and I'll walk down the platform and I'll pretend I'm in Berlin.
Oh, that's nice.
And I do a little thing. I kind of sort of almost, I don't like speak German or anything like
What
that.
year Berlin are we talking?
It'd have to be when Bowie was alive.
Okay, yeah.
I really feel a sense, like you said, Tokyo, I feel like I'm in another place.
Does he get really undermined when the tannoy's like, this is Tottenham Court Road? No! Nein! Was zum Teufel ist los mit dir?
This is Tottenham Court Road. Anyway, let's distract ourselves.
That was so insincere.
I know.
Oh, bless you that you died.
Let's distract ourselves from the deep sadness. Now there should be. Oh, it's down there, I think.
The sheet of paper.
Yeah, let's hear from the listeners. It's good to bring in the community. We love the community of our listeners. Was that your tummy rumbling then?
That was the chair.
Oh, that was a chair.
And I'm going to try and replicate it now, and it just
you
won't
won't.
make the
Of
sound.
course you
It
won't.
won't make the sound.
No.
Yeah.
I
Or
heard-
it'll sound like a really long fart somehow.
I just heard it.
Yeah.
To the listeners.
This is from Jazz in Newcastle.
Nice.
Dear-
Jazz, lovely.
Yeah. Dear Death Gang, in solidarity with poor Daniel Fox and him showing his arsehole to his hairdresser,
Oh, God.
I had something similar happen
Right.
of this mortifying magnitude.
Yes, go on.
A couple of years ago, my boss and we were arguing about the name of a brand from the 90s when suddenly he took my laptop and went to Google to settle the matter. But when he opened a fresh Google tab, for some godforsaken reason, my recent searches were there, including stub and hair and nipple, and, brackets, Daniel will feel my pain on this one, close brackets, does it hurt to bleach your asshole? What? I was just curious. It's a sensitive area and bleach is toxic. To top it off, he was right. It was our price, not HOUR, our price. Fuck's sake. Love the show so much. Jazz in Newcastle.
Oh, there is so much to enjoy in there. First of all, Jazz, how can you ever have thought it was our price? HOUR. I'm right. Jazz thought it was our price, not the boss.
Yeah, the boss was correct in thinking it was OUR.
I would take quibble with that.
Those Google searches, stub and hair and nipple, and does it hurt to bleach your asshole, are the sort of tabs you'd open on a friend's laptop as a prank
Yes.
for when they come back.
Yes.
Those
exactly.
are too, like, on the nose almost.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so unfortunate.
Yeah.
You could easily claim, I've been hacked by a silly friend.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
because like people would do that to me, like people do that all the time at like school and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a very immature thing to do.
Yeah.
A friend of mine used to do something so much more toxic, which he would on Facebook, he would go on your account and just comment on other people's pictures, but with just really limp compliments.
Oh.
So he'd just comment on a picture of one of your best mates going, it looks like you're having a very nice time here. And you go, oh, what? That looks like I've got no personality. Oh, no. That's what it looks like I've said.
That's awful.
It was really awful.
Or just go really basic and steal someone's phone and just go to their, send messages as if from them. That's always quite fun.
That's
just things
fun
like
to do.
fuck off. That's quite fun. That gingers things up a bit. Well, listen, Jazz from Newcastle, our price. Tisk. Our. Of course it's OUR. Anyway, thank you so much for sending that in. And we do genuinely love getting all your correspondence. So keep that going in whatever form you like. You can have your email read out just like Jazz's by one of our extraordinary guests, the ilk of which we have here, Mr. Glenmore. The email address is, of course, mel@deathpodcast.co.uk. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com for all the details. Did you like that housekeeping, Glenn?
It was really good housekeeping. Were you glad you got the job because you'd had that email address for years and you were like, I hope this comes in handy one day?
Exactly.
Most people just have like AOL or Gmail.
I had Waitrose.com. That's what
What?
I know. Massive twat.
That's.
Do you want the full one? It's not in existence anymore. mellyg@waitrose.com. What a total.
Melly G implies melg@waitrose.com was already taken.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Waitrose.com. That's gone.
Waitrose.com.
Those days are gone. Right, Mr. Moore, you're dead as a dodo.
Yeah.
Tell us what was happening at...
The funeral.
What was going on? The funeral. What was it like?
The funeral was at Swiss Cottage Leisure Centre's soft play because they say that they cater for any event. And every time I see it, I'm like, are you sure you want to test that?
Yeah.
And I think it's so loud in there.
Oh, I do you know the reason I did that? The two words soft play.
Yeah.
It's the noise. It's like the Bakerloo line again, isn't it?
It's that. I have a 3-year-old, so obviously it's a big part of my life.
You are nuts deep in the old soft play, which is possibly the wrong.
Yeah, don't. It's absolute awful. You're balls deep in that nursery, aren't you? No. That was so unpleasant.
They are.
Why won't they have me back?
That in fact is hell. A soft
It is.
play area with the soundtrack of the Bakerloo line. That's my hell.
Speaking of soundtracks, my wife took the kids to one a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and not only was it really loud, but over the tannoys they were loudly playing Baby Shark, and it was like, we don't need more stimulation.
Oh,
that's
God.
done. That's enough.
Oh.
But and there's no way to quieten the kids down unless if they saw a bunch of people in suits. I think that would even make even the least astute 2-year-old go, I'm not matching the energy, and it would make them quieten down.
Have you ever had to do that thing in the soft play area, which involves you going through the balls and up into some
Right, having already said balls deep, I'm like, we need to find any other in the pit. Let's call it the pit. The pit.
Through the pit and up into some sort of tower or whatever it is, which is too small for you to
You
go.
feel like those meerkat viewing chambers
Yes.
in a zoo.
to find your child because you can hear them crying, and you've got to go and retrieve them.
Yeah, for some reason, children love crying upstairs.
Children are
They love
fine
to find the tallest tower to
And
cry
cry.
in. They love to cry at the top of a slide.
Yes.
They like to climb up a ladder specifically to cry.
To
They like to
cry.
climb somewhere inaccessible
Yes.
to just to be alone. And I get it
Up
because
a
I like to eat
tree.
in restaurants alone. So I get that if I was that age, I probably would have liked to just go to the top of a slide just for some alone time. Just to unwind.
That's the worst of times for me, having to, while swearing profusely all the big ones, all the bad words, the C's and all the F's and everything, get through the pit and up. That's just awful.
I find as well that sort of exertion is so different to, I don't understand how I can either swim or use the gym or go for a run and not break too much of a sweat. But there's something about the unique body shapes you need to get into to climb through a soft play
Totally.
that make me look so drenched
Yeah.
and so unapproachable
Yes.
that it's helpful in the sense of I'm parting the Red Sea, every child moves out of my way because
Absolutely.
they go, well, here's a threat.
Yes.
Here's the wettest man, and obviously having quite long hair just means that sticks to my face. So I look
sweating
real. I look like a dangerous hitchhiker.
You look like
He's in like urgent need of medical assistance. But I just look so. It sends me into such a unique moist sheen
Yeah.
that no other physical activity can.
Oh, God.
Really horrible.
Yes. Awful, awful. We were talking about the funeral, weren't we? Sorry, I totally
Yeah.
digressed.
It's just at the soft play.
Is that the soft
I wouldn't
play?
expect them to necessarily have it like they'll play it obviously through a tannoy.
Yeah.
They'll make way for Baby Shark and just play the usual sort of all the hits.
Yeah. And will people be bouncing and sort of in the pit as you come
No,
in?
it's just next to the soft play.
Okay.
And it's just to sort of go, this is the quietest. Can we all just relish the fact of this is the quietest it's ever been?
Well,
There.
that's nice. That's a sort of
I
little
think it'd be quite
gift.
nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Glenn, you want somebody close to you to be saying a few words, right?
Yes.
Have a listen to this.
You all knew Glenn. I knew Glenn. And I think because we all knew him, I think it's easier for us to accept that he died doing one of the, well, maybe in a way, both of the things he loved. Glenn loved to suffer through challenges and hardship. Let us not forget Mega Lent. But Glenn, he also loved to gorge and to feast. And I think booking himself into a solo private dining room in a beer cellar and just eating Käsewurst, cheese sausage and boiled potato and drinking dark, syrupy brown monk beer until he developed what I've been told is called human plug syndrome and burst. We can only imagine how difficult it was to keep eating big sausages and bread and hunks of cheese and drinking big syrupy dark beer, fizzy and cold. So in a way, Glenn was doing both of the things he loves most at once, suffering and feasting. And I think there's something beautiful in that.
That is so accurate.
Pierre Novelli.
Pierre Novelli, I did his eulogy when he was on here with Phil Wang, and mine was just silliness and lies, and his is absolutely like, yeah, that's what it's going to be.
He also sounds really serious as he's saying it, which I really like.
Yeah, for a minute I felt like I had died.
Yes, I did too, and I could imagine Pierre in a sort of, almost like a cowl.
Yeah.
As he was doing that. It was very good.
Megalent was something he brought up.
What is
I'm just a glutton for punishment. I always have been when, like, writing, for instance, stand-up shows. I'll be like, it has to have as many jokes as humanely. It needs to have, like, at least 300, like, punchlines in and out. Like, it has to. And if I don't, then I'm like, well, I guess I suck forever now. Like, and it would, the way I'd construct it, I would just, it was almost like a really sort of self-flagellating thing. But when it came to, for instance, Lent, and I'm not in any way religious or anything like that, but I was like, well, that's just a good time of year to just challenge myself to something.
Yeah.
I would give up everything fun purely because of the reward of how amazing it is on Easter Saturday at midnight having everything.
Totally.
And having given up, like, takeaway soft drinks, snacks, chocolate, sugar, meat, everything that I really enjoy, I'd give up all of it.
That's the Carol Vorderman detox, by the way, which I have done, which is basically...
That's the Vorderman detox. So just like nothing that gives you joy. Nothing that gives you joy. So I'd remove all of that from my life for like 6 weeks, purely because it would be like, I'd find myself at night just like going on the Papa John's Pizza website and putting different combinations in the basket and going, soon. That it was like reaching that level.
But Lent is long. Lent's 6 weeks, Glenn. Did you keep it up?
Yeah, I would, because I would just like,
man.
because I'd feel really good about myself, and I'd find myself just like looking at pictures of fast food in such a way that if anyone walked into the room, I'd slam my laptop shut. But it was nothing. And he's right about the monk beer thing, because I think a lot of my friends have realised I live life like a monk, and it's very, very punishing, but it's all for that reward, because monks would get like absolutely wasted or whatever.
Yeah, on the mead.
When it comes to like beer and stuff like that, my go-to beers are ones that have got like a monk on the front, a monastery, an abbey, a nunnery, an old Bavarian village, a rolling countryside with an old church. I'm like, that is just the aesthetic that just means a lot to me. So he's absolutely right. But what I think he was also referring to at the end was that is the whole Easter Saturday and then gorging on, wheat beer and loads of meats on that one day a year does imply I would fart myself to death. Like that would happen.
I might be with you there actually, because I do that. I do Lent. I'm not really very religious at all, but I'm, whatever. But I do like a bit of punishment, a bit of self-pun.
Isn't it great?
And then into Elysian fields of chalk on Easter Sunday.
Exactly. It's just for that one day.
Yeah, man.
But I would just happily, like, my ideal dinner is like a repast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like something that like a traveller would have in an inn hundreds of years ago.
Hunk of bread.
Hunk of cheese.
Yeah. Wrapped in muslin.
An enormous just sausage that has no sauce or anything, just one dry sausage. Yeah. I remember ordering that visiting a friend in Bordeaux. And this, it's too disgusting.
Go on.
I remember I'd had a weekend visiting a friend who lives in Bordeaux and has lived there for years. And during the day he was working, so I would just go to various sort of pubs and keep ordering essentially a repast. Yeah. And obviously it was playing havoc, flatulence-wise.
Oh man,
and
backed up.
One pub I went to, I was doing farts, so I was helplessly doing farts. I obviously wouldn't publicly fart if I can't help it. I wouldn't deliberately do that. But I was helplessly doing such dreadful farts that the landlord, big French guy with a big moustache, locked the door of the pub so he could check the bottom of everyone's shoes to see who'd walked something in.
That's excellent.
It was. I'm so sorry.
No, that's really
but
good.
the amount of people who are listening.
French.
This is my introduction to so many people who are listening to this, this is my first impression. This is such a bad first impression. And I'm so sorry about this. But that's something that happened about 6 years ago, and I've got to live with that.
That's absolutely bloody
It's so
marvellous.
disgusting. It's so disgusting.
So hang on, when all clean shoes were found, clean soles, then what?
He just had to accept that, well, somebody must have left. It must have left and it must have just stayed behind. Or maybe it's maybe there's something wrong with the drain or something like that.
Were you at the time still farting, probably out of nerves because you were having to lift your trotters up to...
No, I think in the same way that if I'm doing a show and I knew there's if there's a broadsheet reviewer in the audience, I just step it up and
Clench.
I think I really biologically stepped it up a notch and went, enough now.
Yeah.
Like Andrew Lincoln when he kisses Keira Knightley in Love Actually, he goes, enough now. That's enough.
Yeah.
Enough now. I was like, no more farts.
Oh God, that's good, Glenn. That's
Sorry, it's so unpleasant.
No.
But I'm inspired by the fact of Daniel Fox's hairdresser story. I'm like, actually, do you know what? Bums have come up a lot. It's fine. It's fine. These things are ultimately fine.
Oh God, they're totally fine. They really are, and people will like you for it. Now let's drill down. I need some nittius grittius.
The will and the wake.
Okay, the booty, aka the goods, the schmutter, the money, the wherewithal. Let's deal with that first.
Yeah.
Who's getting what?
It's for anyone who wants it, but it's being buried in my hands. So you've got to really want it.
Whoa, that's like an assault course.
Yeah. You got to crack open this coffin. You're not, by the way, it will be considered grave robbing. You're not I haven't let the graveyard know this. I haven't let the mausoleum know this. So, and that's not allowed legally. But if you want it, it's there.
Wow.
I just think if someone really wants something, it's there. I remember certainly when I first started gigging, I was just trying to do any gig under the sun that I could just for stage time. And it was partly stage time and it was partly money.
Yeah.
But then I found that I was traveling to places that say, being based in London, was it worth going to Lancaster for 20 quid and 5 minutes of stage time? And I'd always think to myself, well, maybe because it might make me better. And I remember a friend of mine being like, if someone texted you now and said, someone's left 20 quid on a bar in Lancaster, would you drive up to collect it? And it was like, that's a good way of putting it. No, I wouldn't. And that's how I've had to learn what to turn down and what to accept.
Yeah.
Certainly if it's just on a financial basis and it's not based on an artistic, well, it's really good to just get your stuff out there. Sort of
Yeah.
So that's the attitude I want to give to, you can have everything I've had, but you've got to want to claim it.
In what form is it going to be in your hands, though? Is it a check?
Blank check.
Just one?
One check.
One check. So
let's do 2 checks and a runner-up maybe gets one.
Okay,
so actually, when
okay.
I get there, I go, please just leave. Take one check, maybe leave a check. Train stations or libraries have sort of take a book, leave a book sometimes, or a hotel.
Yeah.
So it's like a bed and breakfast.
Yes.
You sort of go, take the check, maybe leave leave a baby bell or something for whoever comes second.
It's an honesty check.
It's an honesty check.
Yeah.
And then the second one is it's not as good. It's almost it's very much a runners-up prize. It's maybe £1,000 worth of next vouchers or something like that. But the real assets wise, which there aren't any.
Yeah.
There's no the estate of Glenmore.
Yes.
But everything I do own is that.
Okay.
That's in one hand.
You've just reminded me, I had a Ruddy Next voucher and it ran out.
Vouchers shouldn't run out. I feel like if a shop still exists, they should. I to this day have a £5 Virgin Megastores voucher.
You did what?
I still have it.
Oh, you've still got it?
It's £5 at Virgin Megastores. And they won't let me transfer it to, say, Virgin Atlantic. I mean, not that
That's
£5
me.
really knocks much off a flight to the Caribbean, but...
A cousin of mine came to stay and she had with her, she's a bit older than me, she had with her 2 carrier bags full of currency from the UK, but from the 70s. Groaning with notes and coins.
Yeah.
And we were like, mate, not so sure about that. Not sure that's legal tender. And she went, I do believe it is. She's from South Africa. And she went to the Bank of England. They swapped it.
I think they have to.
But isn't that great?
She must have looked like the 1923 German inflation crisis.
Yes. Wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that
the
amazing?
bank took the wheelbarrow and they left the money. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, but Gur Next, their vouchers run out. That wasn't so good.
I'm really sorry.
I know. I know. So we've established that you would like a sort of mausoleum which will get destroyed when somebody comes to break into it to get the cheque, which is in your hand.
Yeah, let's hope rigor mortis isn't set in.
We talked at the very beginning of this about where you might possibly be headed. You said you wanted to browse.
Yeah.
Turns out, Glenn, the way we decide where you're going to go after this and for indeed all of eternity is via a spin. So, can I just say, Glenn, it's been an absolute ruddy delight to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
It's been so much fun. And please, can we keep the farting dog mess in the because, Jeff me, that is a great story.
It's so horrible, but yeah, it's in. It's fine.
Great.
Okay.
And I'm imagining that the guy running the French pub, you said there was a bit of this going
Big
on.
bushy moustache. Yeah, like a cartoon landlord. I worry since telling that story,
It's genius.
more hell options have come up on the wheel since.
It's all hell.
It's not looking great for me.
Do you want to give that a spin, Glenn?
I do. Crucially, Reborn is the one I don't want because I don't want to do this again.
Yeah,
I've done it once.
too tiring.
Okay, here we go.
You go and spin.
3, 2, 1.
Listen, folks, if you want to find out where Glenn's going to end up, follow us as we go adjacently into 6 Feet Under, which is the kind of sister podcast to Where There's a Will, There's a Wake. Goddess Charlie is going to be joining us, as well as lovely Glenn and my good self. Glenn and Gedders will be with you. Please make sure that you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or head to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com. See you next door to join the party and find out this. You're not allowed to see it. There we go. You're listening to Where There's a Will, There's a Wake with Mel Giedroyc. The senior producer is Charlie Morrell and the producer is Naya Dio, otherwise known as the Goddesses. The engineer is Matthias Torres. Marketing by Janelle Brown. The assistant producer is Rani Prescott. The production coordinator is Eric Ryan. Music by the Rathbones. The executive producer is Ollie Wilson. And a special thanks to Chris Skinner.